Hey everybody, welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is episode 8. Yeah, I got a special guest for y'all today. What's up,
What,
bro?
what's happening?
Man, nothing, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good today, brother. How you
Yeah,
feeling?
man. I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you popped in like as soon as I was about to do my famous introduction, but it's all good. They heard it millions of times. But yeah, man. But yeah, man, I'm happy that you on the show, bro, man. Thank you for coming.
Oh yeah, man, it's an honor to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
Man, don't do that. I just playing. Nah, bro, like it's all good, man. I've been trying to get you on here, you know what I'm saying? Thank God the universe, man, allowed it to happen today, but I just have the utmost respect for you, man, and it just a lot of people just doesn't understand like um my objective is to really get people who I just, perceive as leaders, man, in our community, man. And we need to just all just have this brotherhood and just this understanding that, we all in this together, whether people realize it or not.
That's a fact. And it take a leader to know a leader, you know. You calling on the right people to get into the show. And that's what grabbed my attention. So I was like, man, how can I not be a part of something so special? Something that's growing in a
Yep.
way, for our community. So
And no doubt, man, no doubt, bro. And I brought you on here, man, so my viewers can get to know you and everything. And I really saw your I saw your article, man, and I read it, man, and that was dope, man.
appreciate it. Yeah, man. So as far as that whole exhibit, it was
Hmm.
just it was a coincidence how it happened, really, because I was inquiring about the space that I seen Kevin building on, and he was familiar with my traveling and me being at the Brooklyn Museum weeks before, and he was like, do you have some artwork that I can see or you would like to submit to the show? And I was like, sure, I would love to be a part of the show because I haven't had an exhibit since I was younger, so that's how that came together. And I was just, it was a blessing. And God kept pushing me towards to ask him because I wasn't going to ask him. Sometimes we get stuck in our pride and I don't want to ask or I don't want to seem like pressed or thirsty or, whatever the case may be. And I reached out and great things happened.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And then just also just people um don't want to help people these days. So it's a blessing that you was able to get that opportunity because it was just meant to be. It just took a special somebody to allow it to happen. It just I know a lot of people who don't want to see others shine, and I have no problem with including my light, and so I can brighten other people, man, and that's what people should do, especially nowadays, because it just everybody just won't just overnight success and stuff like that, but it takes a minute to really blow or just get that recognition. And I wanted to ask you, like, before that moment happened, because we went to school together and everything. So, and I just remember, um, you were gifted in what you did. So you just had um, that type of charisma just at an early age. Because I went to school with a lot of y'all, so I always remember people, man, and it's just amazing, man. Just the fact that we all grew up to have good minds and good abilities and stuff. So did you feel that it was going to take longer, or it was going to just be like a process?
Definitely a process. Like you said, nothing happens overnight,
Hmm.
and it's gonna take countless hours, days, months, years sometimes to get to where you're trying to go, or to even see it starting to develop. Um, so yeah, definitely a process, bro. Cause you will go through these different trials and errors, and one mistake could set you back after all the progress you have. But then you got to learn how to maneuver through that to
Hmm.
take another step forward or two steps forward from where you was at. So it was just kind of staying consistent. The hard work when no one was looking, no one paying attention, when no one believed. Always just believing in myself and knowing my self worth, knowing my self knowledge to keep me going and self motivated.
Yeah, because I always, try to tell people that you just have to just keep going because life gonna happen, real situations gonna happen, and how would you know if you give up, if you quit? You would never know, and just you have to be um, reminded of just the obstacles as well, and just trials and tribulations.
That's a fact.
Because a lot of people just think that um, even for example, even with my brand or whatever, um, I didn't even know what to call it, but I wanted to just stand out, and it was really important not to name it after me because that's easy, that's typical these days. But I just wanted something for everybody to have a hand in, and everybody can be a part of, and this is pretty much like a movement. And then just that particular like year, man, that was really phenomenal to me. Um, because I got it from the Haitian Revolution and stuff like that. So when I found out about that story, it just really was captivating to me that not just men but women and children pretty much grew like together and got their independence from France with no guns. You know what I'm saying? So that was just like one of those like, dang, that I need to teach this in school, but they don't teach this type of stuff in school. So um I just wanted to know if like you had like a team or like you practically by yourself or it's up and coming.
Well, you know, as I came up, I was with teams or
Hmm.
other brands that I was help developing and creating for. But when I ventured off into my own brand, it was just me. So from the thought to paper, the paper to the computer to a 3D model, all me,
Hmm.
reaching out to vendors, looking for resources, all me. And that's not by choice because I've asked people who's around me, I've asked friends, I asked others, did they want to be a part of it? Or what skill set do they think believe that they have that can help me or contribute to my brand? And not always do I get the help or get a response or feedback. And not saying that they don't support, like they don't encourage me to keep going, but they don't feel like they, always have something to contribute to it, which I try to motivate. I try to reach out to people from out of town, people in the Tri-City, people that's locally first. But right now it's just me, man, and I would love to grow, with the team, someone that can help my business grow fast and efficient.
Hmm. Shoot, man, like I said, man, I can um support you and promote you as well, just out of love, man, because I understand what that's like. you just
I
want
appreciate that,
you
man.
just want to get to the next level. You know your worth, and that's what I wanted to talk about is knowing your worth and knowing um your capabilities. Because I know, like, a lot of people, man, especially our friends and our families, they don't really understand just how um, legit we are and how we trying to really legitimize into, you know, corporate America, you know, branching out, networking, and just really like trying to get to that higher pay grade. Because to them, they looking at, oh, this is like a trap business or like a small thing and this and that, but the vision is bigger than the situation right now, and it's just like you want to um just be professional, but a lot of people don't know how to really be professional, and they treat your stuff like, well, he's just small or he's just by himself right now and stuff like that, and they be left behind. So did you have any just a story that you just had to like let somebody go because they wasn't on the same page?
Well, I could just use, recent, brand development with
Hmm.
others. Just not really cherishing or seeing my idea, what I'm saying? Not for my benefit, but for their benefit, doing things out of love, you know. It's other brands and just individuals that have businesses that sometimes I don't even charge them for designs because I know all it takes is for somebody to help them to get over the hump.
Hmm.
Like they on the brink of breaking. And it's like all you need is somebody behind you. So if I can provide you with that, I'm not gonna try to pull you down, pull you out of your money, pull you out of your resources and make this about me. I want to show you that I actually care and this is for the city. We need somebody to create a pipeline for us. We need somebody. We need a hero. We need a star. We need somebody to look back, and grab us and pull us up. So if I can help in any way, I just try to do that. So and I had a bunch of experiences with that. So
Yeah, I agree, man. The pop line is important, you know, just especially with people um just doing art, anything that involves like communication, media, and stuff like that. We need our own platforms and we need our own say so, because everything pretty much be politically correct. And even with our like news outlet, they don't speak for people like us. They don't really speak for like the inner cities, what I'm saying? Inner city kids and urban
what's
kids,
happening?
they don't talk about that. I understand that everybody has a job to do, but they don't really talk about like the trenches Saginaw. They talk about just of Tri Cities and stuff like that, and really paint this particular narrative, but they don't really speak about what it's like, surviving in the hood and stuff like that. They can report on like the shootings and the killings and stuff like that. But we really need like our own voices, people who really got it out the mud or, came from the gutter and just really trying to rise above that type of stuff and no make no excuses. They're making changes and really trying to just get everybody as a collective to just really create something big. But it's just everybody isn't or trying to reach that breakthrough. They just thinking about themselves and thinking about, oh, I need to do what's best for me and my family. But we all a family. We all supposed to look at each other like, you're my brother, or even with the females, you're my sister, and this and that. It just we criticize the people that's really trying, or we just promote just negativity all the time instead of change.
Right.
Because how else, things is going to really flourish unless it's, still being promoted as negativity and hate and stuff like that. And I'm all about change. I'm all about positivity. I'm all about meeting new people because we can learn from each other.
That's for sure. Just got to put that pride and envy And ego aside, sometimes, open your heart and your mind so that you can, connect with the next person, or the next person can connect with you. And that's all it takes for real.
Absolutely, because it's not personal, man. It's just business. But just people like to make things personal. And because it was a lot of motherfuckers that I couldn't stand, but I had to bring them on my platform, and I brought them on my show because it's not always about me. It's always about what can we learn from each other and stuff like that. And after that, it was just really like we learned about each other, and we had a newfound respect for each other because we really realized that we had a lot of similarities. But it's just people like to like to be biased and stuff. And sometimes you got to be biased, man. That's part of being a businessman. It's part of being a entrepreneur, CEO, president, and everything. You got to really deal with people that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Because so you think Diddy turning down deals, or you think Jay-Z turning down deals? I'm pretty sure they walk into a whole bunch of business rooms and um conference rooms with people that they didn't like, or just didn't match energies, but they, what I'm saying, heard the business. They heard the plan or watched the PowerPoint presentation, and they were like, okay, well, I can invest in that. I don't gotta like you, but it's gonna make me money at the end of the day. So that's how I am.
Yeah, I mean, in some cases that's true. As long as the person or the business has a good spirit and it has a good heart, you know what I'm saying, and a message behind whatever it is trying to be sold. You don't want to be a part of something that, you know, the person ain't got a good spirit or a good heart, or they creating something that's going to harm people instead of help people too. So, you know, you got to take those things into consideration as well when you are doing business with somebody that you may not like, or they may not like you. You got to see where they're coming from, try to find a balance, common ground. So,
Oh, no doubt, man. Absolutely. I'm really speak about integrity. So, but yeah, bro, I wanted to um, bring up the topic of today's show. Um, I'm needed me this whole time, so I want you to like just kind of like dig deep or whatever, and just really go into like a situation where you feel like your back was against the wall, and then you realize that you only needed yourself to pull yourself up.
that's every day. Every day we wake up, you got to put on that your force field, your shell, because you're gonna face obstacles every day, and people think, I'm gonna pray and get rid of this problem. It's gonna always be a problem. Once you get over one problem, another problem gonna come. So you gotta always be prepared. You gotta stay strong minded. You gotta keep your mind open and your heart open to God, because if you don't, you're not gonna make it through anything trying to do everything by yourself. You need at least one other person, whether that's your mom, a brother, a sister, a spouse, a partner, whatever, you know what I mean? So that's every day for me, bro. And what I do is I find peace in the things I love to keep me going, you know what I'm saying? Running. When I'm running, I think about the people that's not here, the people that can't take a breath, the people that don't have what we still have to cherish. And that keep me motivated. It makes me go home, write down, how can I create this for others? How can I create uh, a running club or a walking club for others, which I'm currently doing. So that alone, bro, every day, that facing those challenges, being by myself, learning how to maneuver through it, and how I can help other people that's facing the same challenges. Because in this life, helping other people get through life is how you live forever. So I just keep those things in mind and make sure that I'm strong here and here.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. That's really dope, man. And that's what we need just as young men as well. It's just come to grips that we can't do everything by ourselves. And when we, you know, really be about just evolving. Evolving takes help, and we have to allow ourselves to get helped a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I preach about um, therapy. You know, being in tune with your mental health and being in tune with who you are as a person, as an individual, and just willing to make particular sacrifices. Because it, a lot of people just pray and beg for blessings and this and that,
No,
but they don't want it to put it in the work. Because you have to move first before God, you know, assists. God assists, but we have to be willing to help ourselves. And I really just, despite all these years, um, for my journey and what I had to embark, I realized that I didn't need those people. I just needed to get myself back together. I needed to put the pieces back together. I didn't need nobody else to do that for me. And it's just really important that we have to be our own best friend. We have to be our own lover, whatever. I mean, just as far as like the love that we seek, we have to put it back into ourselves because that's just really important. And we are different. We all are inclined to something, but I just don't mind being there. I love reciprocation. I reciprocate everything, but I just step away when I don't get the same energy back. But that's, you know, normal. You know, that's just requirements, and I just expect everybody to, whoever wants just a second chance. They really have to mean they want a second chance because they don't come every day.
facts. And sometimes not at all. Sometimes it
No.
don't come back on. For
Yeah,
real.
yeah, man. It's a lot of people, man, it's over for a lot of people. They don't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's over. It's over. No, it's just crazy, bro. Like, because you know what I'm saying? We grew up in Saginaw and stuff like that. You know, we um been to a liquor store a few times and we see like these people who just gave up, who just like the local
It's easy.
drugstore. Yeah, it's easy, you know, just back and forth all day for a bottle, or it just like The Walking Dead. And I hate to sound mean and insensitive, but that motivates me because they were somebody, you know what I'm saying, yesterday or at a certain point in their life. So that motivates me to keep striving to be the best because a lot of people just think that they invincible, that they unbreakable, like, oh, that can't happen to me and stuff like that. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they said the same thing and how them tables have turned. So that's why I just really treat people with respect. I'll be careful of my ambitions and just try to just, you know, be the best that I can be and just try to um bring inspiration to people, man, because that's why I've not ever been ashamed to tell my story, not be ashamed to tell people where I came from and tell people that, you know, I was broken, I was defeated at a point in time, but then I realized like, look, you know, I have to be held accountable, I have to be responsible for my life that had turned out, and it's all good. You know, I didn't think I was gonna make it to 30. Shit, I didn't think I was gonna make it to 34, but I did, and now I just want to just make the best out of my um awakening, because I know like just with you and everything, um you knew that time had to like, you know, play a part with your projects and your pieces and everything. So which one of your pieces that meant a lot to you?
Hmm. Man, all of them is so special to me in a different way, bro. You know, even the stuff that don't even surface. So as of now, I would say the networking chair is like one of those pieces that means so much to me because it came from, you know, upcycling material. When I was a kid, bro, I used to spend so much time by myself because my siblings was much older than me. So I had to always find a way to stay busy. And I would take cardboard boxes, fiberglass, anything my parents thought that they could throw away. Nah, we got to keep this. I'm finna build something. I'm finna create something. And the network chair was one of those things that brought me back to that. You know, I found a chair at work and it was just sitting there and nobody was sitting in it. It wasn't getting used. It looked like it needed some love. So what I did was I was like, I'm gonna disassemble this chair. I'm gonna go find some nets, something that correlate with my life and my love, which is sports. And we, you know, we're gonna put something together. And once it started coming to me, like, oh, we're gonna make a chair, and it's gonna be like sitting on a rim. And when we grew up, we all wanted to sit on the rim. We all wanted to be above, up in the air. We all wanted to be Mike. We all wanted to take a part in something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, so that chair brought all that together. It brought all that together. And it was so many trials and tribulations trying to put it together with the rivets, with the material, with the durability. So that chair represents a lot, man. And a lot came together for that to happen from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, like I said, as a child. So that's very special and dear to my heart right now.
Yeah, man, that's dope, bro. And it just who knows, like I bet that church is really happy that you brought it back to life. You gave that church some relevancy.
For sure. And I made it to where I can duplicate it. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff that we upcycle, we can't always duplicate. But in this sense, it just worked to where it's like we got a sample piece. We can go buy other parts to duplicate it. Just it was, perfect.
And also just how far are you willing to go, and how far are you willing to take um like your business to
We the
the
next
ones who
Nike.
don't know.
We the next Nike. We the next Adidas. All I need is the support from my community. We got the ideas, we got the drive, we got the work ethic, we got the moral ethics. We got the character. We got the faith. We
Hmm.
got everything. We just need that community to stand behind something that represents them and somebody that's not going to turn their back on them when we get there. You know, a lot of people tell me, this isn't your market. Why don't you move somewhere else? Because God brought me back home to water these seeds. I can't go nowhere until the job done. Until this foundation is built, not for only for me, but for my son, for people like you, for people who have children or will have children. We
Hmm.
can't just turn our back on the city and leave it dry. Because then they're not going to understand. They're not going to be able to get ahead. They're not going to be technologically advanced or innovators. And I don't want to see that for my city because only us know how hard it is to make it out of here. We can't be looking for somebody from Flint or Detroit to come save us because they don't understand us like we understand us.
No.
So with that in mind, I want to take this as far as I can. And I believe this is the next Nike or Adidas. And I believe we can give back to the community. We can fund school and athletics. We can, get kids into athletics, pull them up, get kids into arts and pull them up, get kids into technology and pull them up. I believe we can take it that far.
Oh, no doubt, man. And I love what you were saying with the episode that I had with Jamie. And y'all too, man, made some valid points. We need somebody to help us and invest, and really need that pipeline coming, because how else anybody's supposed to accomplish something without, what I'm saying, somebody who made it, and then they could come back and bring somebody else, man. And it just that's just what we need. We really don't have people who made it, or just shown that they could be a hero, or just a contributor. and just pull somebody else from the same neighborhood or the same backyard, or and that's just the thing. Like, how else we gonna get there if somebody don't show us that it's possible?
Facts. Got to.
Yeah,
Got to.
man.
Even now, bro, like,
Hmm.
I ain't half as I ain't nowhere near where I want to be, but bro, every time I get a chance to look back and pull somebody up, I make sure I do it. If I see somebody that just need that one resource to make it out of here, I'll reach out. You know what I'm saying? You need a graphic designer, and I know you ain't got one, and that's the only thing you missing. I'm here. Don't worry about a charge. Let's get you out of here. But when you get out of here, let's make sure you reach back for the people that's behind you. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like I said, it ain't necessarily always got to be about me gaining some type of advantage from this. But we just need to level up our people, bro, so we all can keep leveling up and so our children can level up and not go through the same thing we went through. For real.
Man, yeah, bro. I agree. We just need to have that understanding. There's no popularity contest. There's no um who gets there first.
None
Just
of that.
somebody who gets there, just bring us back. You know what I'm saying? Make
Facts.
sure we um don't climb up to the mountain and don't pull the rope down. and
Facts.
damn sure don't put no flag in front of our faces on the mountain when we all can be on top of that mountain together.
Facts.
And
We
that's
only
just what,
strong in numbers, man.
yeah, we just have to come, because like I said, I um just watching and doing my research on, like, just the history of this country and the history of Saginaw. It's a lot of things that happen in Saginaw amongst our people, and a lot of people don't really know about it. And I just really been just dabbling and just trying to get at least a like a radio show um amongst us young people, man, because they really just don't really try to thrive in our market anymore, because we made everything hot. We make everything hot. We generate millions and billions in this country, our age group and younger. But it's just that, they like to gravitate towards, oh, not offending people and this and that. But hey, we have a voice too. You know what I'm saying? And we need our voices heard, because we matter. You know what I'm saying? How we supposed to be the future, but they not seeing the future. You know what I'm saying? We are old enough to see what it's like in the '90s and stuff like that. We
Facts.
saw that it could be profitable. We saw the excitement, just the nostalgia of being young. Back in the '90s, early 2000s, the stuff that we could have done and the stuff that we did. And now, what I'm saying, these 2000 kids and 2010 kids, man, they missed out. But we working on it, man. We working on getting it back, and I just been talking to a whole bunch of pastors, well, the pastors that I know, we just trying to really set up some fundraisers and just really try to bring and take people to college. We was just really trying to just save as much as we can, but we can't save everybody. But maybe the ones that we can save, they can um do something, and then they can impact thousands, and then those thousands can become millions, and so on. But we have to start with something, and then just with you, man, I wish you nothing but success, because your head is on the right track, and you're an outstanding dude. And I really was like anticipating this episode, man. I was just like, man, I can't wait to hear what he got to say. I know this is gonna be a classic already.
For sure, bro, man. I appreciate you so much, bro. And like I said, I already know from your previous episodes, from the things you post, from the things you discuss, that you're a man of good moral ethics, bro. Hard work. These are the things you preach. So I wouldn't want to talk about me and my journey on no other show but this one first. And honestly, you're the first person to ask me, to come on and speak about my journey. So, bro, it's greatly appreciated. I mean, I would love to come back and do another segment with you because I don't feel like the job here was done today. I, I feel like this was the warm-up lap, you know. We got to
Yeah,
spin the block.
yeah, man, no problem, man. Anytime, bro. Just get at me, man. I will always make a spot for you, man. Because I'm um, just really determined, bro. Like, just to have my own super friends, man, and just have like a close knit clique, man. Because I realize that it's this is a movement, and one man can't change and destroy what took years to destroy. So we need each other, and whatever you can bring and whatever I can bring and many others that I know, man, we would be unstoppable.
For sure. We're gonna take this force and we're gonna link up outside of this. And we're gonna build something real special, bro. For real.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And anything else you got to say, bro, before before we wrap this up?
I appreciate everybody who tapped in today. I'm Trel with Will. We on the 1804 show. Make sure anytime you
No
see
doubt.
Will live, you tap in. Cause not only me, but he got other special people from around the city who's dropping gems. So support your local art dealers, man. Support your rappers, your artistry, their artistry. Support people, small businesses in our community. Man, show love and you'll receive love.
Facts, facts. And I just wanted to, let everybody know, subscribe to that YouTube channel, man, 1804 Show Chapter 2. And shout out to Trail for coming in. And we going to hit this one more time. We out. Peace.
Peace.